Hey now. Happy Thursday, everyone. Happy Holy Thursday. Happy Passover. I am coming to drop a quick video in regards to something I just seen with Miss Roz over there and her squad. And I just want to address it. I'm not going to be doing all that cussing and fussing and stuff like I did last night. Because, like I say, when I do that, it does not sit well with me. But sometimes I just hop out of my skin and I be going. I just be going. You know, my flesh rises up. And I have to put it back down. I have to push it on back where it belongs, you know. But like I say, every now and then you might get that. But for the most part, I don't want us to be built around no fussing and cussing. We're gonna be built around the truth. You see? But I'm coming just real quick because I hear Roz over there talking about she don't want to lose her confidence in God, and that God is sitting looking at everything that's been going on, and He knows that it's wrong. So y'all, I'm here to tell something is really wrong with that woman. Something is truly wrong with you, Roz. What do you think God has been looking at you doing for the past 2.5 years? And has He moved yet on our behalf to stop you from, as you say, people don't care about how low they go? How low have you went, Roz? Roz, you went down, as you just said, to the pits of hell. That's exactly where you went with it. For over 2.5 years with the things that you have been letting come out your mouth. And then you come and say you're going to go pray about it afterwards. You should have been praying over your situation and how you've been out here representing yourself and talking about other people on these YouTube streets. You see what I'm saying? But what's good for the goose ain't good for the gander. Now, me, myself, I don't agree talking about any child. If that child has not reached adult age, they should be out of grown folks' mouth. You don't talk crazy to no elders or about the elders. You see what I'm saying? Because a disobedient child, whether we children or not, these are our elders. You will not live to see your days. You see, you won't live out your days. And I tell folks this all the time. God says leave baby, fools, and old folks alone. Alone. But y'all just keep on coming out here talking about people, kids and stuff like that. But then now, since somebody from your team had an issue and somebody, I don't really know. Because like I say, I wasn't over here all day to know nothing about that. For us, who said what and who shot John. But to hear you say that people will go low as low, I'm starting to really think you're deranged. And you sound like you done popped some pills or something today. I don't know, they might be prescribed, you got pain, you got problems, hey, I understand. But sound like, either you ain't in good spirits today or you high. You sound like you high. Baby, that's high. That's high right there. But then once again, you were talking about Treese being a pill popper. When you actually do pop pills, you get them prescribed to you. So I just want to understand, how is it that when other people do something, it's so wrong? It's just totally wrong. They need to be killed, locked up, and everything else. But when you all are over there doing it, it's right? No. Why you saying it's not fair? What's not fair? Ain't nobody going as low as you have went, you and your supporters, in these past 2.5 years. And I'm just going to be honest about it. When you go pray to God, you ask God for forgiveness for what you and your people have done. Don't go and pray or trying to wish other folks is away or wish any harm on anybody, because ain't nobody on these YouTube streets been out as long as you doing the things that you've done. People might have just started coming for you, or maybe have been coming for you for some months, or whatever the case may be, maybe even close to a year. But people don't indulge in talking about you every day. There's nobody on these YouTube streets that do that. You're the only one that comes out daily to slander, harm, hurt, defecate. I mean, just anything that you can think of to put a woman down, her kids down, the grandparents, and everybody else that's in the equation. You see? So you got to make this make sense. You got to really go and do some reflecting, Roz. I ain't going to lie to you. You might want to try to give this stuff up and try something new. I ain't telling you to go off YouTube, but maybe you need to just let well enough be. Leave people alone, because I'm telling you, more and more is coming out on you. See, now it's your karma. while you praying to God. God ain't in this mess. God is not in this mess. See, when good people are praying about just having this stuff removed from the sector for good intentions because people are tired of it, that's a whole different story. But to go and play and talk about you going to talk to God about this and you've been doing the same thing but worser worse for over 2.5 years. Roz, come on now. Let's make that make sense, You learn how to keep your mouth off people, kids. I was talking about a newborn baby. A newborn baby. You see what I'm saying? You were talking about Teresa's deceased baby. You see, you was talking about other people's children. You were talking about Teresa's young children that have not even reached the age of 13. God says they are not held responsible for any of their doings until you hit 12 and 13 years old. You see, those are still children. Their minds are still developing. And you coming around browbeating them and talking about them like a dog, like they don't ever pick up the internet and search their mother's name. See, that's what would have been coming in my head. Like, man, if I go out here, I'm talking about these kids. I know they know their mama. They know what their mother do. Their mother been in the game a long time. They come out, want to see what's going on. They search their mother's name, and then this is what they come up with. Somebody calling them all kind of inhumane. That's all I'm going to say, because I don't even like what you were saying about them kids. Sexual deviance, all this type of stuff that you were saying about these children. Now, Roz, now make that make sense. That's why I say I could never respect you, because something and really, truly, you just need to go get some help, Roz. You can try to sugarcoat it, butter it up, put some apple butter on it, some strawberry jelly. I don't care what you do. You cannot make it sweet because it's been sour for a long time, ma'am. It's been sour for a long time. But here you are over there acting like you're in your feelings about somebody talking about somebody else's situation. Like I say, I ain't gonna go talking about something I don't know about. But I hear you saying this, and you're saying that they're going low. They don't care how low that they go. And sometimes I go low, but I go low as the pits of hell because of them. Like, the reason that you're doing this is because someone has attacked you or you're a victim. Roz, you have never been a victim. You have never been a victim. No one has never just solely came out and attacked you. People don't just come out every day looking to attack and harass people and bother people and upset people's lives other than you, Roz. And that's the honest to God truth. I just tell the truth to shame the devil. I don't even want to come out here talking about you every day. But see, I stand for something. Because if I don't stand for something, I'm going to fall for anything. And as long as I'm around in this sector and I'm hearing and I'm seeing, it does something to me. It really does. And I don't have to know you. I'm an empath. I have empathy and sympathy for all people. All people. Even you. Because I know it's something going on to where you're so hateful. You're so evil. You really are embarrassed and in dislike of your life because you can't be honest about it. Not knowing that your transparency could really help somebody. So, you haven't at your age of 50 even had self-awareness of what's going on with yourself. What's going on with yourself? It's because you living in Lulu land. So that's sad. I feel sorry for you. That's sad. Why you always saying it sucks to be somebody? No, ma'am, it sucks to be you. Nobody's jealous of you like you think. Do you think anybody want to walk in your shoes? Nobody wants to walk in your shoes, because a person that lives like that every day, inside and out, that got to be a bad existence. That truly has to be a bad existence. And you getting old. You're supposed to be living your best life, enjoying your life. This your second half. You don't get no another half. You got your first one. When you hit 50, you on that second one. And when it's over, it's over. So you're supposed to be making the best of your life, not out here harassing, stalking, going off, dogging people out. You shouldn't have time for that. Because you should be thinking about what next trip you're going to go on. Doing things that you enjoy. Start dating. Just and with intentions, but nothing serious. Get out and have you a little fun. Let Stella get her groove back. Work on yourself. Mentally, physically, and spiritually. Because like I say, you on your second half, babe. And when it's over, it's over. You see, you need to be trying to protect your peace versus coming out hurting and harming somebody else's peace and trying to put them in an uproar. You should be somewhere trying to protect yours and staying away from nonsense like this. But you are the one that brings it, Roz. And I'm just being honest with you. You know, and I apologize for cussing you out all the time. I don't even do it all the time. But sometimes I want to cuss you out. Because that's you are I'm not going to say nothing bad, because right now, like I say, this is not one of those type of videos. I just hope and pray that you, as a woman that's settled and stuck in her ways, would try to unlearn the things that she has learned. Because see, we had to go back and unlearn those things because we thought they were normal, and that wasn't normal. You see, and you got a lot of unlearning to do so that you can become a better person, if that's where you headed and that's where you want to be. You know, I would really stop coming out here talking about Teresa and her children, and any other woman for that fact. You see, start coming out here and talking about your own life. You just don't know how much you can help somebody, and how people are not going to unsubscribe and things like that from you, because people like raw, real truth. You see, it's relatable. Nobody, you know, them people over there, they fake. They fake is all outdoors. But nobody's real is relating to the way you're sitting up here. My life is beautiful. I always, you know, all that. Ain't nobody relating to that, because we all know the truth. And we don't even got to know you. We just know life. We've been out here lifing, honey. We've been out here living for years. We know. Even the richest of the rich with silver spoons born in their mouth. It's dysfunction. It's called dysfunction and toxicity. And as you grow, you remove yourself from that. You do better. You know better. You do better. You see, you make sure your children didn't have to go through it. But see, in your case, they did. So now you make sure that you setting a better example for your grandchildren. And you're not doing that. You're not doing that at all, Roz. I'm sorry. You know? But, you know, you see, I want to go in, because like I say, you over there sound a little defeated a little bit. You know, sound like you done popped a couple pills or something. You know, you're a little tired. You know, you probably ain't getting no rest at night. You know, because you see, when I can't be up all night trying to roam no YouTube streets to see what nobody talking about. And see, that's what you do. I know you up. You trying to be in the bushes and try to find out what's going on and woody whoop whoop and who shot John. And guess what? Who cares? Why does it matter to you? Aren't you tired of this? And if not, your body should be wearing thin. Your mind, because, you know, just your mind alone should be wearing thin with that mess. Because like I say, it's so draining. It's so soul sucking. That's how I know your soul ain't right. You've been sucking it out for the past 2.5 years. You haven't been in peace. You can try to tell us you have, but you haven't. Not doing the things you're doing. And please stop putting God in this, because God is not anywhere. Like I say, when I'm cussing and fussing and I'm saying what I'm saying, God is not nowhere with me. I got to pray about that. I got to go and pray about that. God ain't behind me with that. Whether if I'm speaking the truth or not, he didn't ask me and tell me to come out and speak in that manner. Now, he said the truth shall set you free, but he didn't tell me to come out here and be cussing and fussing and going off and acting a plum fool. So I can't never say, you know, God, this. No, I don't play around with the Lord, honey. I know the truth. I'm not going to go out here and play. So stop playing with the Lord, I'm telling you. Because you already got enough stacked up and piled on you that you are trying to dismiss and minimize, as usual. You want to dismiss it and minimize it like it was nothing. Like it was nothing, when Roz, everything you do has been the lowest of the low. Like I say, I that's what it makes me feel away. You hit below the belt. You go up under the belt. You do gut punches. You be trying to hurt somebody. You be trying, like I say, you might ain't putting your hands on nobody, but the power of the tongue is something else. And you be out here trying to thrash people with that mouth of yours. You see? And that's not good. You just really need to shut up. Stop that. It's not a good look. Like I say, when I'm out here cussing and fussing, not saying about you, that's not a good look for me, baby. That's not a good look for me, because I'm a full-fledged grown woman about my business. Why am I out here acting contrary or anything different? You see? I know where I came from, but I know where I'm going. And that ain't part of my existence of where I'm going. So I have to calm that flesh, you see? And like I say, every now and then, I don't know, you know, because I get hot as a firecracker sometimes when I hear people, because I am a nurturer. I have always been a nurturer. I have always been a protector. So when I see things like that, I don't like bullies. I don't like bullies. You see, and you have been nothing but a big old bully. But now you over there sounding like, and girl, put that bass back in your voice. Keep that same energy that you've been having for the past 2.5 years. Unless you really finna go sit down, talk with the Lord, and make some changes in your life. You see? And like I say, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Y'all women sit over there and talk about people like a dog. Like ain't nothing gonna, and like I keep trying to tell y'all, it might not hit your head, but it'll mess around them generational curses, or knock your kids off their feet, knock your grandchildren off their feet, and it's all because of you. Them kids might be some good, decent kids, ain't did nothing, but generational curses is a real thing. It is a real thing. So that's why I cut them on mine. I'm talking about anointing the house, windows, cars, doors, shoes, beds. I cut it. The devil is a lie. You're not going to be able to get mine. I will fight and I will fight and I will fight. That's why I'm up 5 every morning before I start my day, fighting, praying, keeping them off my back, keeping them off my children back. Stay out my way. Go back to the pits of hell and burn where you belong. So when you're talking about the pits of hell, do you know who's in the pits of hell? Why you want to go that low? Tell me I go that low. Why? Why would you want to go that low? Why you want to go down there with Satan? Come on now. That's how I know. It shows me you wasn't raised in the word, honey. You wasn't raised. You and then like you say, lose your confidence in God. Why would you lose your confidence in God? Your faith should be strong now, as old as you is. You supposed to be more than a conqueror. You supposed to be a survivor, a person of victory. But you talking about losing confidence in God? What did he do to you? He didn't ask you to come out here and do this. He didn't ask those people over there to come out and support you doing this evilness. He didn't. Well, you if anybody, you need to be losing something in Satan and the devil. That's what you need to be losing, something, trying to get rid of him and get him off y'all back, because he's a monkey, and that monkey riding y'all back hard. You see? And that's pretty much all I got to say. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. Don't go over there now trying to talk about somebody, about what somebody said. I don't know what's going on. And if I did, I don't talk about people's kids, because I know it got something to do with a child. You see? And like I say, people don't play about their kids. I know I don't. And I know that's not right. Even if I didn't have to, that's not right. Kids are innocent. They ain't did nothing to nobody. I see they out here cussing you out and jumping on you and all that old kind of stuff, but kids are innocent children, and we are the matriarchs. We are the village. We are the ones that have to lead by example and show them the right way to go, the right road to take, and explain to them the mistakes we went through so they don't have to make them mistakes. Yeah, they're going to have to make some on their own so they can learn, because experience is a good teacher. But some of them they can avoid if they got the right example, if they got the right people steering them in the right direction. So since you missed the mark with your children and they all grown, you try to work that out with your grandchildren, sister. Try to do it for your grandchildren. But don't come out here feeling like somebody ought to be down on themselves for doing something that you all have been doing for a long time. For a long time. But it's okay for y'all to do it. That doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense. You see, it really doesn't. And like I say, make sure you stay on your son and with your son. Because he shall rise beyond this. I promise you he will. He's never going to forget. He's always going to be hurt. And that's a normal thing. Because grief is something else. But you have a grieving boy that's been grieving ever since his brother left this earth. You see, walking around numb, whether you know it or not, because I know how it feels to just walk around numb. Going to work, getting on that bus, tears in my eyes, my body's numb, I can't feel. You see, I know the feeling. I know the look. I see the despair. But he's going to rise. He's going to rise beyond that. God got him. See, that's what I'm saying. That's where you need to be, somewhere on your knees praying. Praying for the deliverance of your children from the bondage and the stronghold and the generational curses and the past that they have been introduced to, because it came from you. So pretty much you introduced them to it. That's your fault. Like I said, I wasn't the best parent. I made a lot of mistakes. It wasn't no roadmap for me. You see? But I learned as I went. I matured as I went. As we got older, they got older, I got older, No one is got that roadmap built. Sometimes you make mistakes, hon, but you just try to right them mistakes, right them wrongs. You see, you don't harp on them or beat yourself up about them. You just know better now and you do better. But that seems like it's too much like right for you. And we're not gonna really never see that. I mean, I don't know. But like I say, I'm praying that you stop. I don't pray anything happens. I don't want to see nothing happen to you. God keep you in good health. But one thing for sure and two things for certain, you got to do better. You really need to do better. And I'm gonna have to get off. Somebody's at my door and my dog's barking. But for the most part, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. If you want somebody to do unto you a certain thing, you must do unto others. You see, that's how that go. You have to treat people the way you want to be treated. It's pretty much what it is. And God bless you. God bless your family. God bless whoever it is that's going through whatever they're going through at this time. Peace be still. And may God be with them. You see? But my whole thing is come on, don't try to make it seem like somebody got to feel bad or they ought to be ashamed of themselves, or they hitting so below the belt that it makes no sense. Y'all been hitting below the belt. It doesn't make it right, though. I'll tell you that. It don't make it right for us to come back and attack with no type of boundaries, and just come all willy-nilly talking all crazy. But me, I'll never talk about nobody kids and no elders, because I'm not knocking my blessings. I got whooped too much from the Lord. Ain't no way I'm trying to go back out here and be doing some stuff that I know the God gonna turn my butt up about. Not at all. I ain't got time for it. Life is hard enough. I don't need nothing extra. Nothing extra. But I wish you well, hon. And like I said, if you keep on talking about folks, I'm going to keep on coming back. I might not be totally disrespectful, but I'm going to come back and say something. Because one day you're going to wake up and smell the coffee, or you're going to wait until it's too late. You're not going to take heed. And like I say, there's always warning before destruction. And folks ain't done digging up your life, honey. They are not done. You've been digging and planting seeds and lying on folks and everything for so long. Do you honestly think somebody cares to stop about exposing you? And when it comes to exposing you, that's one thing for sure. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Long as it's the truth, I'm here for it. Because you have portrayed somebody that you weren't. And you didn't have to do all that. You didn't. Because I'm telling you, transparency is the best motto. Be who you are. Nobody can judge you. They may have not have walked in your shoes. Like I say, can't nobody walk a mile in my shoes. You see, so how could you judge me? My shoes don't fit you. My life ain't your life. You see? But all I can do is let me tell you something so it might help you, to further you, to encourage you, to inspire you. You see? But once again, you be blessed. I hear you say you got to go to a doctor's appointment. May all go well with your doctor's appointment. And for my supporters, I love you all. I'm telling you, I love you all. I love you all to death. I got some real good supporters that I see, and I recognize you all. That's why I'm starting to call you all by name, because I see that you're constantly coming and supporting me. And I can see a lot of y'all aren't for the nonsense. Y'all are for what's right. That's it. Y'all not coming for no drama or no trouble. Y'all are just for what's right. And that's fair. Why she's saying it's unfair? No, it's fair. Everything fair game, for real. Especially when you out here on these YouTube streets just doing any and everything. You putting yourself out here. You're putting yourself out here. So if you got something to hide, or if you ain't right, or you got some stuff that some skeletons might fall out, or some things you don't want people to know, I don't advise you to come out on the YouTube street, because these folks is doxing. They want to know your business. See, I ain't ashamed. I ain't ugly. I ain't the finest. I ain't the slimmest. I ain't ugly. My kids ain't never been in no trouble. I got some good, decent children. My life was screwed up. I'll tell you about it one day. We'll get a little deeper. Every post I put a little bit more and more out. But I got some stories that I can tell y'all that you say, "Ooh, Lord, I see why this child loved the Lord." Yes, I do. Because had it been for the devil, I wouldn't be here right now to even talk to you all. You see? So I'm grateful. I'm humble. I'm thankful. You see, I give God all the glory and all the praise. You see, and when you see, I got preaching and spirit-filled children because they seen their mama running through the house screaming, praising God in church. They love the Lord just like I do. My son's punishment used to be take that TV up out his room and read the Bible. Jordan, what did your punishment used to be? Read the Bible? Okay, I just, so that was my son was coming up and he was young. Get in that word, boy. You ain't finna let the devil come take you. Get in that word. You hear me? That was his point. Take that TV up out of there. DVDs, because that's when he had DVDs and stuff back then. DVD player up out of there. And he got in that Bible and he read that Bible. My son just ordered him a new Bible from Amazon because he wanted the New English version, And he's reading that on his own. Like he said, he wanted to be finished within 365 days. And this is coming from a 16, finna be 17-year-old young man. You see? But that all starts in the home, hon. It all starts in the home. I could never lose confidence and faith in the Lord. I don't give a care how bad it get. I know there's a lesson behind whatever I'm going through, and God's going to raise me up. You see, so I don't care how bad it get. I would never. So you need to really go kind of think about what you said when you said, I don't want to lose confidence in God. For what? What did God do to you? You're putting yourself in these predicaments. Them people putting themselves in these predicaments. You see, you can't go blaming God. But once again, like I say, it's okay for you to do it, but what's that little thing they got on TikTok? It's cool when you do it. It's cool when they do it, but when I do it, it's birds of a feather. What's that little saying? That's how that go. It's not cool when you're doing it. It's not cool when nobody else doing it. But guess what? You do unto others as you want others to do unto you. Just like that. It's just that simple. Just that simple. Like I say, if you're ashamed of anything you had going on in your life or anything that's going on presently in your life, stay up off these YouTube streets. If you feel people can go call you ugly, fat, people shouldn't be calling nobody nothing for real when it comes to appearances, because appearances fade. You see, appearances fade. We all got to grow old. And then people who are confident and embrace themselves and love themselves, you beating them down talking about they fat and they ugly and they this and that and this, that. That stuff ain't going to bother them because they're confident with them who they are as a woman. And that means that something's wrong with you in the inside, that you got to be going down, turning another woman's appearance down. Instead of lifting that queen up and fixing a crown and pulling a collar down and fixing it up for her. You see? But once again, start doing on the others as you want them to do to you, Ain't nobody gonna really too much, they'll forgive you. We'll forgive you, but we ain't gonna forget. Ain't nobody messing with you, and I know you don't want to mess with nobody. And like you said, you ain't even too confident with the people you got in that circle. You better not be, because they finna play all up in your face, boo-boo. They here for the drama. All them some drama-filled women. They ain't about nothing, man. They ain't got no jobs, nothing going for themselves, no husbands. And like I say, if they do got a husband, and they feel alone, because ain't no way I'm laying up with my man and I'm sitting on no YouTube for no 3, 4, 5 hours listening to nobody. I got to go. Holla at you. I got to tend to my business over here. You see? But like I say, to each his own. And I wish you all well. All of y'all. Because see, the devil is wrong. And we are in some of these last days. We don't know the day. We don't know the time. But I'm telling you, things are getting worse and worse by the day, by the minute, by the hour. So God ain't too happy about this. Like I say, I tell people all the time, you better thank God for Jesus, because we would have been gone a long time ago. Resurrection Sunday is here. Today, Passover. Today, the Holy Sunday. The Holy Thursday, excuse me. Got a lot of things to be thankful about. You woke up this morning, so when you woke up, guess what? You had another chance to get it right and do right. So try it. You might like it. You might like it when you have that peace and that stability, and your mind ain't fluxed and your heart is at ease and your stomach ain't got no butterflies in them because you doing wrong. You feel all right. You feel good. Try it. You might like it. But like I say to you all, I love you guys. I love you all. Like, share, subscribe, cut on your post notification. I wasn't supposed to come back with nothing today, but after I heard that, I'm like, how dare you? Why you over there talking about how dare somebody? How dare you? You need to go talk to whoever got gone off on and tell them, look, man, we put this quorum out here. We did this. Keep it 100 with them. We did this. Huh. Not nobody else. Ain't nobody. You think somebody just coming for somebody for no reason other than you? Other than you, most folks ain't moving like that. Ain't they? We ain't on that kind of time. Not at all, hon. Not at all. But like, share, subscribe, hit that hit the share button and a like. Subscribe if you aren't subscribed, as well as cut on your post notifications so you can be notified when I drop my next video. I wish everyone a blessed day. Enjoy the rest of your day. Don't let nobody steal your peace nor your joy. Because like I say, it don't belong to them. We got to learn how to protect our space, protect our place, protect our peace, guard our hearts, our eyes, and our ears. You see what I'm saying? We really do. Because we are in a dying world, a perishing world daily. So you got to stay strong, because only the strong going to survive. Only the strong going to survive. And to get through them gates, it ain't no broad road. It's real narrow. And I want to go home with the Lord. So I can't keep on indulging in bull crap with people. You see, knocking me off my square and knocking me away from my blessings. God knows who I am. God knows my heart. He knows my mind. He knows everything about me. You see. And he knows that I strive to do better, to live a righteous life, to walk right. Every now and then, like I say, that old flesh of mine, Lord have mercy, it take me way back Wednesday. And I gotta kick him out. I gotta kick him out. He got to go, But once again, I love you all. You guys have a blessed and wonderful day. The rest of the day, have a good evening, relaxing and peaceful, and I'll be back soon. Tomorrow's Friday, so it'll just be some encouragement and inspiration. But I wanted to talk to you all about what Tamika said about her mama and them, as well as what SWV and them said about, Jesus. I got to tell y'all the tea on that, though. But okay, talk to you guys later. You guys have a good one. Love you. Bye-bye.